grab a drink, use the bathroom, heroically cancel someone online.
I can do this all day.
The Comics Plus podcast is back.
Comics Plus, what is going on? This is side B, C, I guess. We're gonna change things up. We're changing things up here. It's post-interview time. We because of the schedule and everything, we just tried to condense time, and so we're actually doing the first part last and the last part first. It's Halloween. We're gonna change it up and see what it's about. I guess first order of the day here. How you feeling, Bradley?
All right.
Yeah.
Yourself?
Yeah, that's all right. That was a crazy interview we had with Maria and a guy.
Yeah. How would you rate yourself on that?
In terms of what?
I don't know. In terms
dick
of
size, like the way she
I don't know how you rate your dick size based on an interview.
Amazing, sir.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, she did keep on. She mentioned BBC quite a lot of times.
Okay.
Like I can see why Magnum referred her to us. Shout outs to Magnum Victor for the proposal there.
So 5 BBCs out of 5.
I think so. Yeah,
Okay.
5 out of 5 BBCs. So
Okay.
she was nice though, right?
Yeah, no,
She was nice. Yeah.
Yeah, she answered all your questions. She thought really hard about all of them. Yeah, I mean, she was great.
You were great too, man. You asked some good questions as well, man. Like I think that was the first.
Stop! You're making me blush.
I mean, I wish we could just keep on talking with her more and more. But the only disappointment I have is the fact that when it comes to translations, editing it or just uploading it raw. No pun intended. We can't upload it as raw as possible like we did with Magnum and everybody else, right? Well, we could, but there's going to be a lot of in-betweens, and then not to mention, sometimes the answers, particularly with in this context, we have to be very careful about some of the stuff we say or who we talk about, and maybe that in post does need to be edited appropriately. So I don't know. Hopefully I can try to figure something out around it, but we'll see. Because her manager, for example, on screen, we can subtitle it all, right? And that's fine. But her manager, I think it's kind of weird to the ear if she says something in Japanese, right? And then her manager, who is just ends up translating, so what we're trying to do here, it's kind of interesting.
Well, what do you mean what's weird about it?
Well, because, the translation is coming from a dude opposed to, you know what I mean? I don't know exactly how to explain it. Like when it's subtitled, you can still kind of hear it in a female voice. Okay. The explanation. Even though it's in English, it comes out to you more in a feminine voice. Mm-hmm. But if a translation is coming out in a male voice, it kind of ruins I don't know.
You don't have to put it in the translator, right?
But audiotistically, how is somebody going to understand it then? I'm talking about for the audio version of the podcast.
Oh, then you find somebody to dub over. How they doing the news?
Is that what we're doing?
I don't know.
That's actually not a bad idea. It's
try to find a good Seiyu or something somewhere.
When I first was sucking black cock, like that. Great,
like Siri or something.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
Hey Siri.
That might take them out of it though.
Right. Hey Siri, say I like anal or something like that. Right? Can she say that? She said, that's not nice. Okay. She literally said, that's not nice.
Okay, all right. Okay. She has standards, I guess.
Siri has standards. She's, but it was cool.
Right to my congressman.
The interview went really well. She was really easy to work with, so that was really
good. No. She was great.
Unfortunately, we only got one of the 3 games that I had prepared, so that was but I guess all in all, at least the one game that ended up working out is probably the one that was probably the best, which was the donuts. Yeah, the donuts hanging on the wall. That was on the rope. That was probably the easiest and funnest. If we did this, we had 2 more. The spicy pizza challenge or spicy roulette situation, which would have been fun, but maybe not as sexual or not as sexy. So.
You can probably do that with anybody, really.
You know what? You're not wrong. Yeah. You should bring when Nomadic Gaijin Luke heals up we can get him doing just from, because right now he's recovering from surgery, so he can't bite anything, he can't chew anything, which was even funnier. But
we have to torture him like every podcast now.
that's not a bad idea. I kind of like that. And bring him back and just do the spicy pizza challenge, and then it's like, okay, so you're all healed up. Now you're gonna be burning from the inside and the outside. Spicy going in, spicy going out.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
That'll work. I'm with that. I'm with
That's a
that.
great title. Spicy going in, spicy going out.
Hey, you know what? Call up Maria.
Yeah.
Maybe she'll, that might be the name of her next title.
Which one?
That's a good point. And then the other one was the bobbing for apples. That was, I really was looking forward to that one. I went all the way to the base and bought these apples because I found out that Japanese apples are actually bigger than American apples. So I went to the base, Yokosuka, and I ended up buying a bag of 2 apples here, and it was great. I gave it to her as a present.
I'm sure she really appreciated it, though.
I certainly hope so.
No, I mean,
yeah.
You don't get, so you can't find that anywhere,
That's true.
Yeah.
If she even remembers that, she might get home and be like, "Where's these?"
Like if you gave that to my girlfriend, she'd go nuts.
Really?
Yeah.
Guess what? I got another bag for you. There you go.
Oh, do you?
I do have another bag. I had the whole thing prepared, but it's okay. We were gonna have GoPros in the water, but another time.
Okay.
I'm still learning a lot about production time, but honestly, I think it's just that the interview went really long. Much longer than I expected. With Vic, with Magnum, it was like 40 minutes, and we were able to cap it, and we were in and out. It was fine. With Maria, it just was a lot, and I think a lot of it has to do with the translation.
Yeah, so that's always going to take longer.
Yeah, so it's fine. It's fine. We'll run it and gun it. No problem. Don't worry.
People love Japanese porn, so it'll be fine.
That's the catch right there.
Yeah.
That's the catch. We got our director of photography here like freaking out because the lights are going crazy.
It's Halloween.
It's Halloween. Mystery things are gonna happen. Yeah. We're gonna, one take drink. I'm tired of these stopping and starting things. Like, I'm a Twitch streamer. There is no mistake. We just roll with it. That's how it goes.
He's a Twitcher.
I am a Twitcher.
Yeah.
But I was a YouTuber before that. Anyways, moving to the next topic. While I was on base, Black Adam, saw that.
What is Black Adam?
You have no idea?
Explain this to me. For somebody who has no idea what Black Adam is, pretend like a 5-year-old kid. What is this?
Well, that's funny you say that because it's made for 5-year-olds. It's written. It's like a 5-year-old wrote it. It's a rock movie. It's a rock movie. The Rock.
Yeah, I know.
The people
made sound like a rock and roll.
The Ayatollah of rock and roll. Wait, no, that's Jericho. Never mind. It was. I have learned to just lower my expectations, unfortunately, of DC films. That's this point, and it's just like when you lower your expectation, you have a better time. Basically.
Hold on. What movie made you say I need to lower my expectations for DC?
You want to be honest? If I can be honest, the Batman. Batman, yeah. The Batman was good, but it just wasn't clicking with me.
Yeah, you really did not like that.
No, it was good. It's a good movie, but it just didn't give me the same fascination, excitement that I've come to know about Batman films in general. So I was like thinking to myself, really like, damn, if Batman movies just aren't doing it for me as much anymore, and it hasn't been for a while, then maybe I need to just lower my expectations.
It wasn't Justice League or Batman versus Superman, right?
I think it was. That was kind of the breaking point, obviously. But I just thought that with Matt Reeves behind it, I'd be like, okay, cool, maybe I'll enjoy it. But I was like, why is this so mid to me? So lower your expectations, and The Rock is soloing it, and I'm still thinking to myself, like 15 years ago, why did The Rock want to play Black Adam? That's the movie.
Who is Black Adam?
So Black Adam is a Middle Eastern superhero, essentially.
Okay.
Egypt, I believe, possibly Egyptian, in the city of Kanda, and the country of the country of Kanda, and he gets his power. He's essentially the antithesis to Shazam, Captain Marvel.
Okay.
But The Rock, being who The Rock is, he essentially Ixnay, all of that, because it's kind of like Joker getting his own movie, which he did. He did. But, or Venom getting his own movie, which he did. But my thing is, it's like, he gets his powers the same way that Shazam got his powers by saying the words Shazam. And, you know, he basically comes back years later, or hundreds of years later, to the current day, and he's kind of like an anti-hero or something, and that's that. That's pretty much all you really need to know, because that's where the movie begins and ends with him. Suddenly he can speak English, and
is The Rock? I don't look at The Rock and think, what nationality is he? Is he of like Middle Eastern descent?
Nope. Nope, which is a whole other thing, which is fine, you know, because actors can act, right?
Okay. All right.
The Rock cannot. So, you know, it's like, he's good at playing he's good at playing himself, basically.
Okay. So what's silly about it?
It's just, it's written, like, I think it's the best of, it's a happy medium between both worlds of like what DC used to be doing in the past that people liked, plus what Marvel does. So it's got this. It's an algorithm movie, basically. It's taking the best of many things, and you while watching them, you're like, oh man, that's from. Wait, oh wow. I mean, and they don't shy away from it. Like the Rock sees a scene with Clint Eastwood. I think The Good, the Bad, and the Ugly, and he literally does it in the movie a few minutes later, and has a showdown with people, and they even play the music. There's a scene that looks just like Doctor Strange fighting Thanos. Okay. But it's Dr. Fate fighting the mega villain at the end.
So we just call mid-movies algorithm movies.
You know, pretty much. I mean, pretty much. It's, and you know, and here's the main kicker. Here's the main kicker. And I'm sorry because I'm spoiling it for you.
I'm not gonna go see this movie.
Yeah, well, don't worry. It doesn't come out to Japan until December, so you know. So spoiler alert.
Okay. Cover your ears, kids.
Yeah, cover if you don't want to be spoiled. Essentially, the end credits is the only thing that people are talking about. Oh. And essentially, the end credits were leaked 2 weeks prior to the movie even coming out.
Okay.
By The Rock himself.
Good job. Good job, Dwayne.
So they did the premiere, and essentially, at the end of the day, and you honestly don't even need to see the movie for this to make sense. Yeah. Amanda Waller comes in on some sort of hologram thing and is talking to The Rock, Black Adam, and he's like, yeah, well, you need to stay in Wakanda, and I'll be like, stay here, right? Yeah, know your role. And then, you know, Black Adam is like, yeah, the Rock doesn't, whatever. He's like, know your role, Amanda Waller, and fries the little machine, Smokey, and suddenly, a cape comes down, and it's the Man of Steel himself. And he's like, okay, it's been a while since the world's been afraid of something this big.
And he talks from the side of his mouth.
Something like that, yeah. And you know, everybody's screaming, and he's just like, we need to talk.
Is it Henry Cavill again?
It's him. He's back. Okay. He's back. So that was cool.
Does he have a CGI mouth again?
No, he's okay. He's okay. The mouth is intact. Because the Rock's agent is the same as Henry's. So this was a whole other thing. So I'm glad he's back. I just wish The Rock didn't really spoil it. But as I said, when I first heard about it, I'm like, damn, this movie must be hella mid if they're basically telling the end credits to get people to run it. And it worked. It worked because a lot of people went to go see the movie just so they could see these.
Do you think it was intentional?
Oh, totally. Because otherwise, not a good amount, like you said, you don't even know who Black Adam is. A good amount of people don't even know that The Rock had a movie coming out, and they're just like, whatever, you know.
So they kind of knew it was a stinker before it was a stinker.
I think so. I don't even know if it's a stinker. I just think they knew what to expect. It's a Fast and Furious style movie, so it's whatever.
Well, they got us talking about it, so I guess.
Here we go again, damn it. Yeah, just show us more in credits. Yeah, we should have done a reaction to that. What's going on in the world of Sonic Land?
Sonic, they recently had a playthrough that you could play through the first Sonic game, Sonic Frontiers, not first Sonic game. First Sonic game in a long ass time, first Sonic game of the 2020s. I mean, the last Sonic game that came out was Sonic Forces, which was very not well liked by the fans. I don't know. People have very mixed feelings.
So this is the Sonic Breath of the Wild game, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I didn't play it with my hands. My co-host played it. Long story.
Wait, so the game is out then?
No, it comes out November 8th.
Okay.
You can only play it for 15 minutes at like Akihabara.
Got it. Okay.
Now I gotta say, it's very different. It's very, very
Is that
different.
a bad thing or a good thing?
I don't know. I don't know how people are gonna react to this one. It's one of these things where it's like, usually you can predict things, you know, like when you watch certain movies or certain franchises or...
Is it like Breath of the Wild then?
Yes.
Okay.
But it's like, it's not. It's more like Death Stranding a little bit.
Oh.
Yeah. Like, there's lots of like exploring. And there's lots, it's really a slow burn.
Ooh.
It's nice that you can like run around, because I mean, like, I guess that's one thing you've really seen in Sonic.
Do you gotta go fast?
I guess so. I mean, you have to run around. I mean,
This is so unenthusiastic, I guess.
I don't know. You just have to play it. It's one of
Can you
those.
time travel?
Yeah, well, I mean, there's portals and stuff.
Okay.
What's interesting is like you go to like certain areas and like bonus stages, but like the bonus stages are like areas you're familiar with, like the Hill Zone and stuff like that.
So it's okay.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean,
Are you buying it?
Yes, I'm buying it.
Okay,
I mean, it's a $60 game. I didn't buy it Origins because those are games I own already.
Okay.
I mean, but everybody else bought it.
Oh yeah, you know it's better than Gotham Knights. Like.
What the hell's Gotham Knights?
I honestly feel there's an oversaturation of media recently that's been coming out.
I don't know. It's not just you.
No, I can't keep up. It's just like Gotham Knights is a new Batman game, but he's dead. So you play as Robin, Jason Todd, Red Hood, or whatever. That's actually the same thing, right? Batgirl, Tim Drake, whatever. The game is pretty weak, and they just announced like right before the game came out was like they were like they just announced that it was gonna be locked at 30 frames per second, next generation game. Okay. What do you mean, okay? It's next generation. Everything should be 60 frames per second.
What do you want from a Batman game?
60 frames per second. I want it to be better.
It's a headache, man.
I want it to be better than Arkham Knight. Like
that wasn't 60 frames per second?
It wasn't, but it didn't need to be because that was an 8-year-old game. So, you know, it's like, or something like that. I think, and that's the thing, I think that's another habit of mine. It's like, I feel like we peaked on all things Batman with Christopher Nolan, I guess, his trilogy, and then the games of Arkham. And it's like, are we digressing? I don't know.
Well, let me ask you this. What do you want to see with Batman?
I don't know. I'm tired.
One thing I like about Batman always was the villains.
Yeah.
What Batman villain have we not seen yet?
Clayface.
That's true.
We have
Clayface.
Yeah.
Yes.
With all this,
Where's that from the animated
with
series?
all this CG that they've been doing in VFX, how have we not had a Clayface movie or Clayface as the villain?
I'm surprised you had an answer to that right away.
Because every day people like you and I, and people ask me this all the time, so I'm ready to go. You know, I'm ready to go. Like I was thinking about that with Maria's interview because there was a point where we asked her what is her favorite scene or something, and that seemed to be like the hardest question for her to answer. It took a good 10 minutes for her to just. She was like, "Man, what? I don't know."
Well, I mean, after you do so many like pornos, I think imagine it all just starts blurring into one.
I think that's no, you're right, and then maybe that's the same with the oversaturation of content. Like, you know, people ask me what's the best show I've ever seen. I'm like, I don't really know anymore because there's so much like that. Like, I don't know.
Well, you know how everybody always said, you know, they use the metaphor of pizza when it comes to sex. You know, it's like, I don't know, it's fucking pizza. You're like, do you remember what that pizza tastes like? I don't know, it's fucking good. You know?
To be fair, though, there are some pizzas that I know. I do have a list, like Domino's, the New Yorker is really good. Since we're over here in Conda, actually, not Wakanda, not actually, literally, I think it is Kondak, whatever. Okay. Devil's Scrap out here is really good. I got a list list, man.
You got a pizza list.
I do have a pizza list, and then I just reminded me how much I want to do that pizza roulette challenge, but I did it on Twitch by myself, and it was great.
Well, let's do it again.
We'll have to.
Yeah.
We'll bring back Maria, something like that. Like, I actually want
Should be
her.
a surprise guest.
I want her to introduce me to one of. If there was anybody I really want to interview, it's not Kaho Imai, not Kaho Shibori.
Okay, why Kaho Imai?
You gotta see it to believe it. That's all.
Okay.
Yeah, she's more my type. That's all. Yeah. Just don't put it on camera, sir.
No, if it's pornographic, I won't. I promise.
Yeah, it's okay. Yeah. Speaking of which, actually, so I was doing, and this is more.
I can show this.
Yeah. There you go.
Yeah.
There you go. Boing, 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 boing. Yeah. So, speaking of which, I was actually having this conversation about Maria and the research that I was doing on both Maria and Kaho Imai, and I was doing all this on my phone, right? And the next day, I go to work, and I'm Googling something about a Starbucks Frappuccino, because right now in Japan, there's a nice, pretty purple Starbucks Frappuccino.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, I did
tried
it.
that?
Yeah, I did it, and I was trying. It was too sweet. But that's not so much.
That's
the point.
rare for Japan.
It was
Usually everybody
really
is
too sweet. It's not that. It wasn't that, but it was the fact that I Googled unicorn frappuccino that was really popular in Starbucks years ago.
No, never heard of this.
Very Insta. This is what made Instagram what it really was.
Corn frappuccino.
No, unicorn.
Oh, unicorn. Okay.
Unicorn frappuccino.
I mean, this is Japan. You're making me
No,
think
it wasn't
Japan,
in Japan. It wasn't in
corn,
Japan.
Goya, frappuccino. Okay, I can see that.
So I Google unicorn frappuccino.
Yeah.
And I have an image. And I flipped my phone over to my student, who was a woman,
Oh no.
to show her.
No,
I accidentally hit the multi-tab button.
Oh fuck me.
Yeah, literally, that's what was in the back of my head there. She's just staring and she looks nervous. I'm like, oh, what are you talking about? Yeah, check this out. Oh, did I change it? And we just both didn't even acknowledge what just happened.
What was it?
Oh, it was images of Maria Nagai
Oh, okay.
for my research.
Was research you mean?
Oh yeah, it was research, but
I
you
mean,
know,
like, was it pornographic or was it just a picture?
it was
of it?
very, very pornographic. And one of the kanjis was about busting a nut inside.
Oh, my
Literally, the title of the
Yeah.
video was "busting a nut," and it was like "naka." So I was like, "Yeah, bust a nut inside," and I was like, and obviously, her being Japanese, that's the first thing that she's going to
I don't think
see.
you should feel too bad about this. I mean, you should, but
No, I
don't
felt
think you're the
bad.
first person.
I felt bad. I didn't feel that bad. So,
Yeah.
it was okay though. My other students thought it was hilarious.
Of course they would.
Oh yeah. Well, wrapping it up here, we're gonna do one last thing here. We didn't get to do the spicy pizza, but Burger King actually has this doesn't even smell right.
It smells very strange.
Burger King is promoting Spy Family, and there's a character in Spy Family. Her name is Anya, and she loves peanut butter. And I guess somehow, some way, they did a peanut butter royale or a burger royale with peanut butter. So there's actually peanut butter in this burger, and it's hot, and it's meat, and there's also bacon on it or something
I
like
guess
that.
so, yeah.
So we're gonna open it up for you guys.
Alright.
It looks like diarrhea, dude. Oh my god. It looks like.
Thank you for that image.
I'm just like, you know when you shit yourself and like,
damn it.
like you when you shit yourself, that's what this looks like right here. So
And now you gotta put it in your mouth.
yeah, like you're like, and when you're like, oh my god, that was a wet one, and then you're like, oh god, and you're like, and you have that face of regret,
Yeah. So next time you're on the toilet, you look down at it, you're like,
Think of
"Man."
Burger King.
Yeah.
So,
I hope we're not sponsored by them.
oh god. Oh my god.
Alright, I'm gonna let you open it.
So you know who actually told me about this was Victor, Frame of Travel.
Oh, okay, that Victor.
All right, here we go. Are you ready? Oh my god.
Yeah.
All right, you ready?
Yeah, let's do it.
Ah,
Oh
itadakimasu.
boy, this has seen some better days.
Here we go.
It's not awful. That's not actually peanut butter. That's just like peanut cream or something. No, you ever had that before? I'm serious.
It's nut cream.
That's like nut cream. Yeah.
It's nut cream all over you.
I put those words in my mouth.
It's not bad. It's not bad.
That's not peanut butter, man. That's like peanut butter cream. Have you ever been to the store? I'm serious.
I know what you're talking about, but you're really trying to convince me, like, so it's lack of nut, just cream.
Yeah, just lack of nut.
Okay.
Fuck you.
Oh God, I'm getting the cream all over me. What was that about? You know, I kind of like it though.
It's not bad.
Burger King has some wins here. Last month, I had the Diablo one.
No, that's good. I've had that.
That was really good. That was
Yeah, it wasn't bad.
I'm not gonna lie, that was the best burger I've had in a long time. It was actually Nomadic
Really?
that recommended it to me. And he told me the last day, and I went on its last day. Yeah, I wish they
It's
were
really
back.
spicy, right?
Oh, it was good. It was really, it was
spicy
crunchy.
for...
No, it
spicy
had,
for
like,
Japanese
it had these
standards.
little chips of spice, and it was
Yeah.
amazing. Yeah, you know what? Yeah, are we really gonna sit here and eat this all? Wow. All right. Well, fine. I'll just finish it off. Imagine.
You should do the outro right now with your mouth full. Yeah.
I got a lot of nut in my mouth. Well, guys,
I'm sure that some Twitch streamers pay a lot of good money for that.
or we could just do like Maria. I like to eat. Yeah, that was funny. Shout out to Maria for being a great sport about
Yeah, she was great.
it was great.
Yeah.
And my apologies to everybody on Spotify right now listening to us munching on nut cream. And,
Yeah, well.
yeah. Radley, anything else you want to say? It's been a long day.
It has been a long day. Maria, guy's a great lady. Happy master. You finish that word. I think you should end on that.
Don't bait. That's bait.
Oh, all right.
All right, guys. Yeah, we're so.
You gotta end on that, because that way, because you know what they're gonna do after they watch this video.
Why would anybody in their right mind go to town after watching this video of us shoving nut cream in our mouth?
Because they thought about nutting. I don't know. Well, then again, I guess yeah, they probably dip out after the Maria interview. Maybe not.
We'll see.
Maybe
We'll see.
maybe we're in another tab.
Maybe.
Like they're still listening to us.
Bradley,
and
I
then they're fapping in the other one.
I think you discovered an all new trend here. Amarath better watch out, man. We're gonna be the #1 nut cream streamers.
There you go.
Guys, make sure you check out Radley's socials. Of course, make sure you check out Maria Nagai's stuff. We posted all this stuff before. I hope you enjoyed both of them. If you have any questions or comments or anything that you think that can make these podcasts better, let me know. I was just really, I'm not trying to get to trash taste levels. It'd be great. I'm trying to get to nut taste levels.
Exactly.
Thank you so much, and we'll talk to you guys on the next one. We're out. Peace.
Hey guys.
You've just witnessed the Comics Plus podcast.
No! God, please, no! No! No!
Yeah, we're sorry about that.
Emotional, damn it!
Make sure you like, share, subscribe, and let's run a hype train on this bitch.
Not remotely what I meant.
But seriously, if you like what you heard here today, turn on and plug in all our socials, and we'll see you on the next Comics Plus podcast.
Bye-bye.